Alright, so I've been asked to drop a bird on a audio title match for Illust Rap League. Normally I'd tell you to go fuck off, but you wish my daughter a happy birthday, so you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do it. We are going to be dealing with some background noise. It's 1,000,000 degrees in here and I've got a fan running. And if I suddenly fucking scream like a little girl mid-recording, it's because I had a venomous spider crawl out from behind my monitor earlier. I took a swing at it, tried to kill it. I missed, hit foul. It's somewhere under my desk and I can't find the motherfucker. So, whatever. We're just going to press on ahead with the venomous spider somewhere down there amongst the fucking cables, and let's just going to hope that he goes the other way. Alright. So, we'll get into it. Alright. There's Joe Deals. I've already had a listen through. We're going to listen to Kalu Emmanuel. Alright, the Emmanuel. I hadn't noticed that earlier. That makes one of Joe Deals' bars make a little more sense. Cool. Alright, let's get into it. Yo.
I go by the name Emmanuel.
Okay.
Shout out to IRL. Shout out to BBL. Shout out to KEF.
No, fuck all in.
I go by the name Emmanuel.
Okay, cool.
About to leave a sharp blade in your skin, cause for real you got the real basic of scripts. I could leave you with a ball of fire. When I call the lights, I get your scrotum blaze really quick.
Flow's alright, delivery's alright. I'm about to leave a sharp blade in your skin. Direct speech, you know, it's just flex, tough guy talk. About to leave a sharp blade in your skin, because it's for real. You got the real basic of scripts. Again, direct speech. No word plays, no double entendres, no homonyms or oronyms, no real clever wordplay or anything happening yet. Just direct speech, tough guy talk. That's alright. I could leave you with a ball of fire when I call the lighter. I can leave you with a ball of fire when I call the lighter. That almost sounds like it's some sort of fucking anime reference or something. I don't know. If it's just direct speech, tough guy speech, it's kind of vague. Get your scrotum blazed real quick. Yeah. Big pause moment there. Generally, you want to avoid talking about scrotums or dicks unless you've got something really fucking amazingly clever to say. It makes me picture shit that I don't want to be picturing. You feel me? Like, your words are supposed to be calling up imagery in the listener's mind. It's how it works. You listen to words, you listen to a story, your brain comes up with pictures as you're listening. Please don't make me picture Joe Deal's scrotum unless you've got something really fucking funny to say about it.
Before now, guess you know, those wages of sins is death. But to me is those strangest of things, cause you will get washed like you wore your clothes in a swimming pool and was bathing with it.
Bit of a switch up in flow. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I also don't love it. At least it's consistent. You pull it off. I feel like that flow switch up maybe makes you sound a little pitchy. It's not something I would do because I don't have any kind of formal vocal training or singing training or voice training. So I know where I sound okay and where I start sounding pitchy and off key and like shit, which is like anything involving fucking singing or fucking hooks and that flow switch up there, it just gets a little bit sing-song. So unless you know you're actually good at that type of shit, like you're someone like Jamal, I'll probably just stay away from it. As for the quality of the content, before now, I guess you know the wages of sin is death. yeah, okay, metaphorical, but there's no connection to your opponent. Battle me is the strangest of things, because you will get washed, like you wore your clothes in a swimming pool and was bathing in it. So he's going to get washed like he wore his clothes in a swimming pool and he was bathing in them. Or he was bathing with the swimming pool. I don't know. It's an attempt at a wordplay. It's an attempt at a punch. But the connection between getting washed and why you would be in a swimming pool bathing is pretty vague. The connection between the setup and the punch is pretty vague.
Baiting with it. He ain't up the things that he just wrote this week, but all my
This is a one-line. This is a one-round battle. So when you say things like "he ain't dope," the things that he just wrote, like I get that it's internal filler to help flow, but when you're talking about what he just wrote in the past tense, it implies that you have already seen his bars, which would mean you are flipping and feeding, which is against the rules. So I'm a little confused as to why you would do that. Well, actually, I'm not confused. I know why you did it. It's just it's internal filler to help keep the flow going. Just understand when the listener hears he isn't dope, the things that he just wrote, the listener is instantly like, you've already seen his bars, so you're feeding. Okay, cool story. But all my punchlines could leave you with broken lips. Maybe if you said punches instead of punch lines, to leave it, like a little more open to interpretation, that bar would work. But you have specifically said punch lines instead of just punches, so could leave you with broken lips. Punches hit the other guy in the face. It's been done 1,000 times before. It's an attempt at a setup and a punch, but it's not great. You're just a joke indeed, hoping to cope with this. The only time he dropped the joint is when he broke his knees. The only time he dropped a joint is when he broke his knees. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. That's the first real setup and punch that you've executed so far that is reasonably clean, in my opinion.
punchlines could leave you with your broken lips. You just a joke indeed, hoping to cope with this. The only time he drop a joint is when he's broke his knee. Thinking you can beat me? Guys, stop it, cause you can't get off the ground like a child squatting. The rapper drop, explosive like time bombing. You only stick around after this if it's eyes up.
Thinking you can beat me, guys, stop it. Direct speech, flex. You can't get up off the ground like a child squatting. If you're talking about, like squats as in weightlifting, like a child trying to fucking squat with man-sized weights. Yeah, okay, that's okay. The rap I drop, explosive like timed bombing. The grammar's a little off there. Timed bombing. I don't think I've ever actually fucking heard anybody use those particular words in that context in a sentence before. I mean, we all know what you mean. Explosives going off on a timed detonator. But yeah, the grammar is just a little off. Quick rule of thumb: read your bars out loud to yourself, and if it would sound weird in a normal conversation, it's probably going to sound off in your bars, right? You want your speech to be very natural. You want your lyrics to read like you would actually say something to your friends in an ordinary conversational sentence. You don't want to start twisting grammar just to make multis work. You'll only stick around after this if it's ice hockey. Stick around. Okay. Hit a hockey puck with a hockey stick. Yeah, it's okay. The execution's a little poor, I feel. The concept's okay.
But to be honest, he's just another big fool blabbing, acty bitchy. Are you another little cute Barbie? We know this.
Blabbing a Barbie, even with the swing and swag you put on it and your local accent, the rhyming's starting to get a little loose there. But to be honest, he's just another big fool blabbing. Again, the grammar is getting a bit forced. For the sake of multis, I'll be very reluctant to actually use that in a conversation. I don't imagine that falling naturally out of my mouth. Acting bitchy. Are you another little cute Barbie? Maybe a little juvenile as an insult. We know this dude capping. I could leave you clapping. But he will learn the hard way having boner in school classes. He'll learn the hard way having a boner in school classes. Again, very juvenile, very high school. And there probably is a way to make that work, but that ain't it. The execution is off, and it just comes across as juvenile rather than hard or particularly clever. The idea is there. It's just there was a better way to do it than that.
This dude clapping, I could leave you clapping, but he will learn the hard way having bone out in school classes. And for real, this guy will get back really fast. What is jotting and plotting is trashy
and for real, this guy will get bagged really fast. Again, it's direct speech, it's tough guy talk, it's flex. What he's jotting and plotting is trashy and crap. Just more direct speech. You're just saying, dude, you suck. Dude, you suck. You're just inventing new ways to say, dude, you suck. But you're not doing anything in terms of wordplay or flipping meanings or anything particularly clever there. You're more just focusing on rhyming and flows and multis, and it kind of shows the content starts getting a bit weak for the sake of keeping the flow going. I get strapped with the gats. He'll be stabbed in the back. Flying a chopper is the only time we'll be fanning his craft. Fanning his craft. I get strapped with the gats. He'll be stabbed in the back. Yeah, I mean, it's just direct speech. You're just saying, I carry a gun. You'll get stabbed. You won't even see it coming. And then you've got this attempt at a setup and punch. Flying a chopper is the only time we'll be fanning his craft. Maybe there was a way to make that a triple entendre, to somehow tie in flying a chopper with a chopper as in a street sweeper, as in an automatic rifle. But you haven't done that. You've just got flying a helicopter is the only time we'll be fanning his craft, like the downdraft from the chopper. So like, I'm gonna be flying a helicopter gunship when I fucking hit your set, or I'm gonna be fucking rich as Kanye and flying a private chopper over your head. Kind of flexy. And that's the only time we'll be fanning his craft. The idea's there. It's okay. You've got a setup, you've got a double meaning, you've got a punch. The idea's there. It's just not the hardest punch I've ever heard.
crap. I get strapped with the bats, will be stabbed in the back. Flying the chopper is the time that will be finding his craft. In this range, we all know that he ain't got fashion. He will get caught.
In this thread, we all know that he ain't got fashion. Or he ain't gat fashion. Is it supposed to be he isn't gun fashion? He isn't... Is it supposed to be, we all know he isn't fashionable, nobody likes him, he's not trending? Or is it supposed to be he isn't gat fashion, he isn't gun fashion, he doesn't make me think of guns? It's a little confused there, not the strongest. He'll get cut to bits like it's maths fractions. Cut to bits like maths fractions. That's okay. That's okay. You know, that is filler in the middle of a verse. It's not a showstopper. I won't stop until Joe gets his little hands fractured. Then deal will get carried out like successful transactions. Deal get carried out like successful transactions. That's the closest you've come to a strong punch in the verse so far. I kind of fuck with that one. That's not bad.
To beats like it is mass fraction. I won't stop until Joe get his little hands fractured. Then deal will get carried out like successful transactions.
Also,
Carried that like successful fraction. I won't stop until Joe get his little hands fractured. Then deal will get carried that like successful transaction.
The punch in edit and recording there is a little too obvious. It's a little too obvious that you couldn't spit that in one go. You had to come in too early on the beat, on the second bar. I'm talking in musical terms here, where one line is one bar. So I won't stop until Joe gets his little hands fractured is bar 1. Then deal will get carried out like successful transactions. That's bar 2. So it's immediately obvious to my ear that you've had to come in early with bar 2. Then deal will get carried out like you've had to really jam that in there. Then deal will get carried out like success. You gotta rush that, and then you slow down for the rest of the bar. So with your punch in and roll, the transition and the editing is a little harsh, a little noticeable. A crossfade would have been a really good idea there. And even just dropping the word then. Just say, I won't stop until Joe gets his little hands fractured. Deal will get carried out like successful transactions. It's just, you don't have to rush quite as much if you just drop that one word then. So just when you do an audio, think about that. Like, is there just one syllable too many or one syllable too few? One syllable too few, you can lean on things, you can stretch things with a little bit of swag, a little bit of swing. But if there's one syllable too many, having to suddenly go to double time and then slow down, go to double time and then slow down to single time, it generally doesn't work. So just try and get rid of that syllable instead of trying to rush through it. And I think that's the end of your lyrics. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Alright, okay, so that was Kalu, Emmanuel. And here's Joe Deal.
Rango came, got toys for the kid like Hasbro games. Stuck a shotty to stop. The cat Cobain, the left speak on outfits like he met.
Okay. First of all, let me just say, on behalf of everybody else in the world, fuck you for being American or Canadian, because we all wish you had your accent. It just, you know, American hip-hop culture dominated hip-hop globally. It's kind of the recognized sound of hip-hop. So just, you know, a big fuck you from everybody else for sounding like we wish we sounded. Flow's pretty tight, delivery's pretty tight. you've almost got an analog audio quality problem happening, but it gives it kind of a raw feeling, which, you know, I'm not mad at. I'm not actually sure if it's deliberate in the mastering or if it was just a bad reverb or a bad mic or something. I'm not sure, but it sounds alright. Quality's okay. Flow and cadence is nice. And the accent, the delivery is really fucking nice. Alright. Content. Guns blaze from the get-go. Gecko. Rango came. I had to Google Rango. You lose points every time I have to go and fucking Google something because, you know, like, you want to get the audience in the moment. But that's okay because it's the setup to the punch. Got toys for the kid like Hasbro games. Lol, that's nice. Stuck a shotty to his top. The cat Cobain. Nice. Then left his pick on outfits like he Macho Man. Man, who doesn't love a good Macho Man t-shirt? And actually, now that you make me think about it, Macho Man was prone to wearing outfits that had his own face on them, didn't he? Like fucking Steve-O with the Steve-O back tat. Okay, so content-wise, this is nice, man. I'm not going to fucking lie. Guns blaze from the get-go. Gecko. Rango came. I had to Google that, but the wordplay works. Got toys for the kid like Hasbro games. Nobody in the Western world is going to have to Google that. Everybody knows Hasbro games. So that works. It's nice, clean, simple. Stuck a shotty to his top. The cat Cobain. Cold, man. Cold. Rest in peace, Kurt. Then left his pick on outfits like he Macho Man. That's nice. We've got clean setups. We've got cold punchlines that involve double meanings, and also they're hard. You know, shit like I got fucking toys for this kid like I'm Hasbro Games. You're talking about toys and kids and Hasbro games, but you're also talking about I got fucking firearms for this bitch, right? Left his pick on outfits, you know, like fucking remembrance marches and shit. It's some cold, violent fucking I'm gonna murder you type shit that is buried under layers of double meanings, and you know, we're off to some good quality content already out the gate.
Man, they'll fire on the match, cap on flame. Lily is again when the neck of rain. Find his body right then in the narrow lane.
Deal fire on a match. Okay, so your name is Joe Deal. I'm fire on a match. Cool. Cabo Flame. I had to Google that. If you're going to reference somebody, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm guessing you're just giving a shout out to a friend, somebody you've collaborated with, that nobody else has fucking heard of, and that's cool. You know, I've done that from time to time. And maybe it's more for Cabo's benefit than it is for my benefit or anybody else in the audience, and that's cool. I'm just saying, you know, like, if you're going to put fucking quote marks around something, like it's really meaningful, but you're talking about somebody who's got 30 subscribers on fucking the YouTube video I found, you know, don't draw attention to it unless it's worth drawing attention to. When the Makarov rain, find his body rotting in a narrow lane. I would have maybe reversed that. Find his body rotting in a narrow lane when the Makarov rain. Find his body rotting in a narrow lane. I mean, like, it's hard. It's hard and it's violent and it sounds cool, but it doesn't sound as cool as Makarov Rain. Because Makarov Rain, you know, like there's that double meaning there between rain as in precipitation falling from the sky and a rain of lead. So that's maybe the stronger half of the sentence, and you always want to finish on the strongest bit. After the cap be on his chest like a Fat Joe chain. I wasted 10 minutes of my life Googling Fat Joe chain, going through dozens and dozens and dozens of fucking images of Fat Joe wearing chains. That motherfucker owns a lot of chains. Looking for a photo of Fat Joe wearing a fucking chain with like a slouch cap like Biggie Smalls used to wear. And only then did I come back to this video and see written in fucking caps lock for me to see capital letter B on his chest. And I was like, cap B. Right, okay, gotcha. So, clever. Clever enough that I wasted 10 minutes of my fucking life on Google, going through Google images, like a Fat Joe chain. Cool. I'm not gonna lie, man, this is fucking quality. This is nice.
Ain't enough that it can't be on his chest like a Fat Joe chain. God, you know I'm packing a Mac. That ain't this problems when I strap at the back. And I'm playing hella crazy when I pass on the craft. But Dio Mitchell, the way I snap.
You know I'm packing a Mac. I don't. PC and Windows all the way. I'm not sure if that was actually supposed to be an Apple Mac reference or not, or if you just straight up saying, bitch, I've got a Mac 10, don't fuck with me. It ain't disk problems when a strap at the back, lower back, slip disc problems, wearing a fucking back brace, cool. So it ain't back problems when I say I got a strap at my back, cool. I've probably fucking heard about 1,000 different versions of that, but that's okay. I'm playing hella crazy when I spaz on the craft. Yeah, direct speech. Just setting up the multi for the punch. Mateo Mitchell, the way I snap on the track. I had to Google who the fuck Mateo Mitchell is. I had a funny feeling I might find what I did find, which is the guy broke his leg while running in a race. I think it might have been at the Olympics. And I said you lose points every time I have to Google something. But that was actually worth Googling. And probably a domestic American audience gets that joke quicker than I do. Okay, so yeah, that's something I had to Google, but it's still quality content, and ain't disk problems when a strap's at the back. It's a little bit played, I've heard it before, but it's still nice, right?
On the track, break your leg, Kate. Trying to best my flame. Every shot leave you trash like you drink champagne.
Break a leg, which follows on from the Mateo Mitchell line before it. Break a leg, trying to best my flame. Every shot leave you trash like you drank champagne. Not gonna lie, I drank champagne in a fucking hot tub once, and I swear to God, after 2 glasses, I was fucked like I've been drinking bourbon all night. I don't know if it's champagne in general or drinking in a fucking hot tub, but it was a fucking bad idea. So I feel that one personally. Not buying your style, nobody buying your style in the vet rap lane, because Joe demolishing your method like the Def Jam game. Nice. Nice.
Ain't nobody buying to your style in the vet rap lane, 'cause you're demolishing your method like the Def Jam game. Goddamn. You ain't even got a chromia, thinking a transformer, hearing a pole blue. You gon' get what I mean when I'm bringing a ball through. So you're rolling with a can like crackers and gross crew.
You ain't even got a chrome. Me neither. Mine are all blued steel. You're thinking of Transformer, hearing a pole blue. That kind of fucking confused me for a second, because I was thinking, you know, like fucking Hasbro Transformers. I was thinking Megan Fox leaning over a fucking hot radiator with her fucking titties on display, Transformers, Optimus Prime and Megatron. And I was like, pole blue, what? And then I realised, oh, you're actually talking about an electrical transformer up a fucking pole. Cool. You're going to get what it mean when I'm bringing a ball through, because, oh shit, hang on. My studio lights just went off on a timer. And I'm not sitting here in the dark with that fucking spider lurking around. I want it well lit so I can see it crossing the fucking desk. Just give me a moment. Turn all my lights back on. There we go. Yes, that little fucker makes me feel paranoid. Right. You're going to get what it mean when I'm bringing the ball through. Because Joe rolling with a cow like crackers and crows crew. Crows crew? Who the fuck's Crow? Are we talking about that guy? We're talking about that fucking catfish profile Crow that used to be in fucking BBE. I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. Like crack is in Crow's crew. Are you talking about crackers? Are you talking about white people? Are you talking about me? I don't know. I'm just a little confused there. That one goes whoosh over my head. Sounds cool though. And the fucking flow's on point. So I'm just going to assume that it actually fucking means something.
Crackers across crew, thought dude was gonna win like spinning his ship shape. Bitch, wait, that there's a mistake. Shit fake, tell this forward scram before I bust his back. Triple George's mix.
I thought dude was going to win like he's penning a ship shape. Bitch, wait, that there is a mistake. His shit's fake. Tell this foe to scram before I bust his back. Trevor George's mixtape. There's something fucking weird is suddenly going on with your flow in this one. Thought dude was going to win like his penning ship shape. A. Bitch, wait, that there is a mistake. A. His shit's fake. A. Tell this foe to scram before I bust his back. Ship shape, mistake, shit's fake, his back. That's where it falls off. Because you've got tell his foe to scram, kick drum, before I bust his back. Kick drum, Trevor George's mixtape. I feel like you should have used one of those fucking multi-rhymes that you've used as filler. Because you've got shit here like words, ship shape, bitch wait, words, shit, mistake, shit's fake, words, his back, doesn't really work, words, mixtape. You get what I mean? Like you've come up with a lot of multis there, and you've got like ship shape goes straight into bitch wait, which goes almost immediately into mistake, which goes almost immediately into shit's fake, and then it's a long pause before the next drink of water when you get to mixtape. The flow falls off a little bit there. I'm sure you understand what I mean, right? I feel like you should have found a way to restructure that a bit and just fucking spread those multis out and keep them on the kick drums. Sorry, keep them on the snare. Keep those fucking rhymes on the snare more consistently throughout that. I just feel like the fucking flow falls off during this long section between shit's fake all the way through to mixtape. That's a long time between drinks. Also, if it was hard to follow along with me fucking rambling just then, it's because I was pointing at the words on my fucking computer screen like you can see what I'm doing. Ignore me. It's been a long day.
Get shot, bugging with a sick nigga. Let it pop, drumming like nigga. All these bullets get him thinking Chris Handsome, cuz get caught fucking with the kid, nigga.
He'll get shot bugging with a sick nigga. I think that's just direct speech. For a second there, I thought there was something about shots as in vaccines and bugging as in bugs, as in fucking illnesses and sick nigga. But no, I think that's just coincidental word choice. The lead pop, drumming like Nick nigga. Yep, cool. Not the hardest, but cool. All these bullets get him thinking Chris Hansen, because he'll get caught fucking with the kid nigga. It's funny. I like the content. I'm not 100% sure about the execution. It feels like the flow fell off a little bit there too. You put some swing and swag on it. You put pauses in the right places. You stretched words in the right places. But it didn't quite come across as fucking smooth as you might have liked. I just felt like the flow could have been tidied up a little bit in that section. But I'm being super fucking picky when I say that. But that's okay, because you want feedback that is super fucking picky that helps you get even better, right? So that's what I pick up there. Great fucking content. That punchline is fucking killer. There was just a little stutter in the flow there.
Nigga, you mean your L's adding up, cause you're soft like a beanbag. The ball in your mouth and just pounce when you teabag.
I googled Emmanuel to see what came up. I didn't realize your opponent's name was Emmanuel. So Emmanuel's add up. That's fucking sick, man. Not gonna lie, that's a fucking sick name flip. I like it. Because you're soft like a beanbag. The ball in your mouth ain't your spouse when you teabag. So fucking disrespectful. So fucking disrespectful. I love it. I'm bringing the beef fag. Faggity faggot. Don't you love the fact that we can say whatever the fuck we like on audio, but if you typed this on Facebook, we'd instantly get fucking 30-day bans? But we can just faggity fag all fucking day on audio, and it's great. The silvery heat back, loading on the Mac. This nigga best lean back and do the rock away. I thought that was, that was okay. I thought that was a pretty fucking nice punch. Again, I'm really tired. It's been a really fucking long day. It was my daughter's birthday today, so I've had a fucking overexcited screaming 4-year-old in my face all day. It took me like fucking 3 listens to click that the instrumental you guys were fucking battling on was lean back. So go figure. So once the penny finally fucking dropped and I realized that this really familiar beat, I was like, this beat's really fucking familiar for some reason. Once the penny dropped that it was actually lean back, I was like, yeah, that's a hell of a closer. That's nice as fuck.
I'm bringing the beef fag, the silvery heat back. Loading on his mag, this nigga best lean back and do the rock away, and just rock away, give me rock away.
Also, it threw me for a second because let's go back and find, where's it gone? There we go. Where are we? Beanbag, teabag, beef fag, heat back, lean back, and then you finished on Rockaway. And I'm like, why the fuck is this guy finishing on Rockaway? Does he not know what his own fucking multi is? And then you go into this like fucking outro, and you know, it's fucking audio. You can do shit like that, and it sounds fucking mean.
Loading on his mag, this nigga best lean back. the rock away, and just rock away, give me rock away,
That was nice. Right, let me fucking close that down. Okay, so long story short, I think it's pretty fucking obvious what happened here, and there's no need to go into excruciating fucking category breakdowns or anything like that. Joe Deal fucking monstered this one. What's the other guy's name? Kalu Emmanuel, fucking I don't know. I mean, he showed up, he took a fucking swing, he did his best, and he did a lot better on audio than a lot of other motherfuckers on Facebook do. What Kalu brought to the table today would have beaten a lot of other opponents, but fucking Joe brought some really fucking hot shit to the plate today, and he fucking absolutely fucking gets my vote. Really fucking clear cut. Just absolutely fucking monstered his opposition. So my vote goes to Joe Deal today. Congratulations. Well done.